morning students. Once again I welcome you all in this online session of science, and students, as you all know, we are discussing about the chapter nutrition in animals. And yes, we have started with the introduction. We have discussed the feeding and digestion in amoeba. Yes. And then after we have also discussed about the types of teeth and the taste buds present on the tongue. So now today we will start with the digestion process in human beings. Okay, so throughout from organ to organ we will discuss in detail the digestion process, how the food goes from mouth till the excretion of the waste material. As you know, the food which we eat is complex material, right? So after we eat it, it is broken down into simpler form, and then it is digested, absorbed by the body, the nutrients, right? So this breaking down of complex food to the simplest one is digestion, and how it takes place in the body, that we are going to discuss now. So the very first thing, you know from where we eat the food? Yes, we eat the food from the mouth. So once when we eat it, when we put it in our mouth, we chew it with the help of our teeth. And the types of teeth we have discussed, the molars, premolars and all, canines, they all help us in the chewing of the food. After chewing it, it is swallowed, and then it comes to this pipe, that is the esophagus, the food pipe. See this picture, students, it is on the screen. After the oral cavity, the pharynx, the esophagus is there, right? This is a tube-like structure connecting the mouth to the stomach. Fine. So this tube-like structure is the esophagus, or in common words we call it food pipe. It has powerful muscles which gently push the food down to the stomach. Because of the contraction and relaxation of these muscles, the food travels from the mouth to the stomach. Then this esophagus contracts and relaxes in a rhythmic fashion to facilitate the movement of the food. Right. Then this movement, these rhythmic contraction and relaxation, is called peristalsis. This question can also come. What do you mean by peristalsis? The answer is very easy. Okay. There is no digestion taking place in the esophagus. Only the food travels from mouth to the stomach. That's it. Now the next part where the food comes is the stomach. A muscular, J-shaped, bag-like structure. You know that. See the picture also. Stomach is the widest part of the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means complete organs of the digestion. It receives the food at one end from the food pipe and opens into the small intestine from the other end. As you can see in the picture, one end, that is on the top, it is receiving the food from the esophagus, and the tube, the end at the below bottom side, it is connecting to the small intestine. Okay, that is the stomach. Now in stomach, the stomach churns the food to mix the digestive juices, mixy type work. Okay. Then the food in the stomach, it is churned into semi-solid. This churned semi-solid food is called chyme. Okay, mixy wala work karta hai stomach, and that food is now called chyme. Gastric juices, they are secreted from the wall of stomach and they are mixed with the food. Now these gastric juices, what do they contain? They contain some enzymes which support the digestion, as well as they contain the hydrochloric acid. So this is all which is happening in the stomach. Got it? Now from the stomach, the food goes into the small intestine. Again the tube-like structure. Now the food leaves the stomach at certain intervals of time and enters into the small intestine. Now small intestine, it is the longest part of digestive system. As you can see, coil, about 20 feet or 7 meters, you can say, so long. Think. This is highly coiled tube, and it consists of 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Now in the small intestine, the remaining of the digestion as well as the absorption takes place. Now how? The digested food, it is absorbed by the walls of small intestine. This is absorption, right? This small intestine, it has several finger-like projections which are called villi. See in the figure, these finger-like projections are called villi. They help to increase the surface area for the absorption, because more folds, more surface area for absorption. Now, the absorbed materials, they are carried by the blood to different parts of the body and they are used by the body. This is called assimilation. The undigested food, then it passes to the large intestine. Now, the last part, that is large intestine. In the large intestine, water and some salts are there, and the remaining waste, it passes to the rectum, where it remains as feces and it is removed through the anus from time to time. That process is digestion. Large intestine, the food enters the large intestine after the small intestine, and it is wider and shorter than small intestine. It is about 1.5 meter in length. Okay, that was 20 meters. It is only 1.5 meters, right? So now I hope all the steps, first one, that is ingestion, taking the food inside, then digestion in the stomach and the small intestine, then absorption in the small intestine, assimilation when the nutrients are transported throughout the body, assimilation, then last is digestion when the waste material is excreted from the body. So this is all with the digestion process. Go through it in the book also, and more we'll discuss in the live class. Okay students, till the next time, keep doing your work and keep updating your knowledge, your science, all the subjects. Thank you and have a great day.